Hey guys, welcome to another Reaper blog tutorial. In this video, I want to talk about one specific thing that you can do in mastering. Something that you can do, not something that you necessarily should do, or something that you need to do every time. But it's the use of a soft clipper in the signal chain. This track here has some nice spiky dynamics from the kick and the snare. They're hitting hard. And because they're hitting like that, it's making my limiter pump and work more than it needs to, or more than it should. So I'm using Ozone 5 for the limiter. I have 3 different clippers here to kind of show you the tonal differences, or just to show you some options for what these things do and how they affect your limiting. I've got my limiter output set to -6, so it's not going to destroy this video recording. You, of course, would have this set up to 0. I've got a ceiling of -1 here, -3 threshold, and these clippers are going to be set at -1. This the T-Rex clipper, it starts clipping at 0, so it's a little bit different from the other ones, but that's no problem because this track is actually hitting a little above 0 because I'm giving it a 5 dB boost. Let's hear how this sounds, and let's look at the response of the limiter when it hits those transients. I'm going to bring in the first limiter. It's the JS Softclipper. This one comes with Reaper. I'm not using it to add a level boost. I'm just brickwalling the output at -1. And look how the limiter responds differently just with this set at -1. That one little thing makes it so that you don't have to do as much limiting. Those spikes weren't reaching the limiter. They're also probably helping the multiband compressor not have to work as hard. So this is a trick that people use a lot to get more level. I like using it just so that my limiter isn't working as hard as it would without it. I tend to use this one, but the mastering job I was working on yesterday, I was finding that this kind of dulled the sound a little bit too much. So then it got me trying out some of the other ones that I have, such as the T-Rex one. And let's look at that one next. So this one works a little bit differently from the JS Softclipper. You can't choose where it starts to clip, but you can choose the slope, or kind of like how aggressive this is. You can push it up to create more gain reduction, more clipping there, up into distortion. This red light comes on when it's actually adding harmonics. And then the output here isn't the output threshold or the ceiling. It's actually something you can boost to put into the next processor. So as a result, it's not clipping those peaks as much as the soft clipper was, but the actual sound of the transients, you probably can't hear it on this example, but the one project I was working on yesterday, it made a big difference. So between this one and the JS Softclipper, this was the better one. I've got another one here from LVC Audio. It's called Clipshifter. This is the paid version, but the free version basically does the same trick. I've got the initial and end thresholds set at -1. Let's bring the release down. and the harmonics all the way down. I have the clip shape set about halfway, which I assume is similar to this one when it's at about half. So this one is the most gentle. It's also the most adjustable out of all of them. It has an EQ mode. It has an MS processing mode. It was taking off about 1.5 dB. It probably needs a little bit more than that. So let's try kind of matching that. So as I'm adjusting that, that's about as far as I would want to take it. Maybe I'm imagining it, but I'm thinking that as the harmonics gets pushed up to 1, it's actually making those guitars sound more aggressive, which means that I'm taking it too far because I shouldn't be hearing any change at all with the way that I want to use Clipshifter or any soft clipping plugin. And that's it. I just wanted to show you guys what the effect of a soft clipper in your mastering chain is. Not something you need to do every time, not something that's even necessary in this particular song, but it's something that you can do, and it's a good trick to know. And also I want to show you this soft clip plugin. It's something that I like a lot. I use it quite a bit in mixing. So that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Connect with me on Facebook and Twitter. Support the website with a Patreon donation, and visit reaperblog.net for a lot more tutorials.